position 1 Outworld Devourer, like I'm not too confident in this hero as a +1, honestly.
I love Liquid's draft this game. I think they've got an amazing draft. I think they've done a lot versus OG, which I really like. You know, panel always. Yeah, some of them were walking the line a little bit, some of them a little bit Liquid favored, but yeah, I really like what they're doing here, and I'm very interested to see how this one goes down. As Legion Commander caught out here, she does not want to fall right now. Luckily, they don't have much more. Oh yes, they do. They've got a Frostbite. They get in range for it. Instead, it's going to drop. Thought it's going to be able to run away with the overwhelming odds, but not the case. Senia will get off the Frostbite. Bo3 will grab First Blood. Feels pretty good for this Timbersaw, and already off to a great start for Team Liquid.
Yeah, and OG, that's going to give them a little bit of information that Timber will be playing top. They want that Ursa versus Timber matchup up there. So mid one already making his way back up to the top lane. Taiga is going to get the info that, hey, Ursa's walking top. I wonder if they're going to switch back on Liquid now. It looks like it.
Here we go. Musical lanes. Goodness gracious. So, I mean, whatever lane the Legion goes to, though, she's going to be miserable. So it's just about making the Ursa's life a little bit more bearable, I think. Bearable, get it? Anyway,
what?
I don't think she likes either of these.
I got it. That was a good one. But Visage is not really the best laner, honestly, before he's level 6. So, if the Legion does match up into the Visage, like, he's going to be very happy. Sorry, did they say? Yeah, Legion match up against the Visage. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, this is the CM and Timbersaw lane, which she doesn't want to be in at all. I mean, CM is really annoying for Legion Commander to play into because generally she likes to press the attack against debuffs. Unfortunately, CM has 2 debuffs. She's got both the Frostbite and the Crystal Nova. You can't purge off both. You purge off one, she just casts the other on you. I mean, that's going to be a feature throughout the game. Luckily, it looks like Seb's been able to dodge that lane at the very least. As he's moving across the map once again. Fighting with Bo3 in between the lanes. Kuiper's here as well. The core's just not home right now.
I have no idea what's going on. I mean, Seb is the one who's winning out at the moment. But, you know, Liquid are very happy with Taiga getting a lot of early XP. Because we've seen what Taiga core Earth Spirit can do.
For sure. But then at the same time, you know, Sax is getting a decent amount down here in the bottom lane, even arrowing up the creeps and just, unfortunately that was a little creep she arrowed, probably not what she wanted there. But there we go. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Are they finally finding their homes?
Goodness.
Let's see. No, mid one is now moving back up to the top lane. Roll in onto Seb up at top as he tries to contest this creep wave, which is being pulled across here, but not really able to do a whole lot versus Bo3 and Tiger. These swirling deaths don't feel very good. My god, Seb's getting ripped apart by it. Needs to stay away.
Mid one has 0 experience. It's 2 minutes into the game. Oh, this is a disaster. And not only that, his lane partner is No-Tail on the Io. So Io's going to be taking a lot of experience too throughout this game. So Mid-one's going to be extremely under-leveled if he doesn't get a few waves of creeps all by himself.
Very interesting start to the game here as mid one's getting bought pretty low. Tiger going to go for the roll in, not going to connect though. The body block's coming out from Bo3. Is it going to be enough to bring down mid one? I don't think so. He's going to get himself away, salve up as well to keep him nice and healthy. And Sania coming in, looking for the cancel with the Crystal Nova, but won't get him range for it. And that's going to put an end to things up here in the top lane, I believe.
Oh, that was a very important. That was very important that mid one didn't actually die there. Like if he doesn't dodge that Earth Spirit Boulder, he will fall. He will lose like a wave and a half of XP on top of what he's already lost through this game, and that might have just ended his game. So very clutch not to die. Gonna try and catch back up against this Timber.
Got a lot of recovery to do as mid one jumps into Bo3 up here in the top lane. No-Tail going to give him the overcharge. It's not really much of a threat for Bo3 though. He's just not very scared right now. He's a very safe bleeding boy. But let's have a look over towards this middle lane as we've got Mickey and Thompson playing off against each other. The OD being picked. Obviously, this is the interesting hero. This is a hero we really haven't seen a whole lot of recently. And so far, so good in the middle lane. He's doing fine.
Yeah, and this is one of the things about Liquid. They got like players who can play all the roles, or all the lanes at least. Not really the roles are changing. Mickey going mid with Quake by carry.
No-Tail is dead. There comes the Welling Death to finish job. Mid one in some trouble as well as the 4 heroes get around him. Mid one's like, what is going on? Why are there 4 heroes running at me under the tower? And the Frostbite will come through and they will grab
Bo3.
Saxa. Oh, what an arrow from Saxa. He nails him. down goes the Timbersaw, and that is a great trade for the Mirana, but at the same time losing. Down one, oh, he just dies to the tower, okay. I can just split the self in 9, no worries there. Crazy.
Ooh, that was really clutch from Saksa there. Like, getting that kill might just be worth it. And mid one is going to walk back bottom. If he sees the Timber go top, he's going to TP there. Same thing for Timber. He's also walking back bottom. Like, there's so many mind games happening at the moment with both of these cores.
There really is. And who's winning out from all of this? Can you find some order in the chaos for us? Because a lot of us are very confused right now.
I don't know. They're both heroes who want to be dominating in the early game. But I feel like if Timber falls too far behind, he's going to be weak against many more heroes, where the Ursa is going to spend majority of the game just farming while his team makes space for him. Timber is that hero who needs to be making space for his allies. So I guess OG are winning out just by a little bit.
Eking out a victory, they're going to be able to find themselves 3 bounty runes here. Sax is going to be able to slowly pick up another one. That's going to be 3 for them. And considering they got 4 earlier on as well, this is a pretty big advantage for them. Only 1 bounty rune Liquid's been able to grab so far in this game.
Yeah,
so they
these
did get
bounties.
first blood.
Just a little bit of a gold. Boxy bottom is... Yeah, this is where it gets really hard for Boxy now, right? He's in the off lane. The wave is in front of mid one. And mid one can just chase you down if you walk up to try and get some last hits. Quakefa TPing back bottom. He's like, all right, bro, I'll try to deal with this Ursa. But this is actually very scary for Quakefa too now.
Whose lane is it anyway? As everyone's just jumping around TPing. Says Boxy gonna TP now that Quakefa's down here? They're gonna chill out together for a little while. They're just gonna dual core it. I don't know what's going on anymore. Things seem to be pretty crazy here in game number 2. The Wild Wild West.
I think Quakefa's the support now, and then Taiga is the core top lane, laning into Seb. Yeah, I mean, we don't know what's going on with Liquid at the moment. All I know is Thompson, he's pretty high level. He can make rotations where OD can't, and he's going to look to try and get a kill bottom right now.
Oh yeah, OG, they are looking to put some fuel in the tank, and they're going to start off by moving on to the Timbersaw, though. Quakefa get jumped by Thompson instead, switching the targets up, so they try to jump on the Visage, but the OD's come into this, but immediately walks in towards that taunt, and Quakefa's the one who's going to go down, but it looks like Saxa will be traded for it, and Mickey's got another one inside the banishment field here. Now it's going to be Thompson who immediately goes for the TP away to a drop by Mickey. He's not going to survive. Thompson will fall, but I mean, Liquid bring down literally every single hero in the game to get this kill. I don't know.
Yeah, they did.
Seb's now got a free lane up at top for a little while.
Quakefa managed to keep himself alive just long enough.
Boxy maybe getting run down here. Mid one's just trying to run through him. There is a roll connecting. The timber chain away from Boxy is going to keep him nice and safe, but mid one might not be done. He's got himself another earth shock to slow down Tiger. Harassment is pretty severe onto these 2 heroes at No Tail, even getting the cheeky little council onto Boxy there as well. Just eking out a little bit of extra value, squeezing that sponge. Meanwhile, Seb's just doing horrible things to this tower up here in the top lane. Quakefa comes in. Seb will quickly remove the slow, but unfortunately now Insania comes in, gives him a little bit of frostbite. Doesn't have the mana for the Crystal Nova, actually, which might be enough for Seb to get away. Arrow going to follow through as well. Nails Quakefa. He's going to be put to sleep for a while. Sax is feeling pretty good right now, nailing a bunch of arrows in this game.
He's very high level too on Saxa, level 5.5. Like, that early XP has helped him out quite a bit. He's got that urn now. Quite strong in these small skirmishes. Seb's level 6, that's a pretty good setup for the Mirana arrow as well. So we're going to be seeing that.
Absolutely, yeah. There's a lot of potential for Saxa to have an absolutely smashing game. As he has already, to be fair. And more TPs coming up to the top lane. Liquid want to make some action happen onto this Ursa. There's no teammates nearby to help out this Ursa. He's just going to get run down by the side of Team Liquid. No saving him here, unfortunately. Yes, it will fall. OG coming in, though, for a bit of a response here. Not the arrow onto Quakefa. He gets destroyed. Now comes out the taunt, the ultimate, the duel, locking down Boxy. It's going to be another kill going the way of OG. They respond harshly, and they bring down 2 heroes in response. And Sax are even looking for more. He's got that arrow available in just 1 second, but I don't think he's going to get it. Tiger is ready, and that's just going to be the end of things.
Yeah, and Liquid just keep bringing all the heroes to kill Ursa, but I don't feel like mid one is the real carry right now on the side of OG. The hero that they need to be shutting down is definitely Thompson and Seb, because these 2 are the ones IO wants to play with in the mid game, wants to buff them up, get kills on the map, and then they're going to create space for the Ursa to get back into the game anyway. So killing mid one, not as important, I want to say. Like this Legion and Void, they can get out of hand very quickly in this game.
Yeah, they certainly can. And actually, something you said in between the games, which I don't think you mentioned in the cast, but was that this IO needs melee heroes to play with, which I thought was quite interesting. Now in this this second game here, they've got 1, 2,
He's got
3
a lot.
melee cores to play with. He's got friends all over the place. A very popular man. Saxa gonna have to avoid a couple of spells here. Unfortunately, he's gonna be the one frozen up. In comes out Chakram, in comes a boulder from Tiger. They won't have enough to bring him down though. As
Tiger.
No-Tail's gonna be able to get him away. They're instead looking across. They've got the duel, they've got the damage. They're gonna be able to bring down the Esper. And instead, No-Tail duking them really hard here. In comes the Moonlight Shadow. Do they have the detection? They've got the damage regardless. But a neutral kick gets him. He gets a deny. What value coming out from No-Tail here, playing with a happy feed. Now Thompson comes in under cover of the Moonlight Shadow. They're going to be able to blow up the Timbersaw. Fantastic from OG. And they get a kill in the mid lane whilst all this was going on as well. That was a solo kill made happen by Thompson onto the OG in the middle lane. So, I mean, this series of events has just put a huge spanner in the works to the side of Team Liquid.
That was so huge. This Timber is just level 6 right now, and it's going to keep dying.
Yeah.
He should be okay. Io's relocating in.
No.
He's good.
Okay.
He's not an easy kill at all. I mean, that's 2 heroes without disables, right? Like, Visage birds don't really count, so. Mid one.
Their best. Ooh, Tiger Falls. Thompson, he is just murdering anybody that turns up to his lane right now. His Void Spirit is smashing. Gets himself an Arcane Rune and just takes down another hero at mid.
Check out the net worth. The 2 top heroes on OG are the ones that you really didn't actually want having a good game on the side of OG. So wherever Thompson or Seb goes, there's always going to be a bunch of kill potential available. This is why Saxa and Notia are so happy to play in this game, because they can just pair up with any of these heroes and Liquids is always going to be scared.
Very interesting game here as Thompson is. Please tell me he's not finding another kill here. Zania's on the run. Tiger's going to come through as well. They've got him silenced up, so he can't keep on casting spells, but his cooldowns are about to come. You know he's looking at him, trying to run away. And you know what, Thompson, he's going to do what's best for him and try and get himself out of this occasion. Unfortunately, there's a lot of heroes chasing him down. They'll be able to get in with the Aspel imprisonment. They've got Tiger ready with a couple more rocks. The silence will connect. Arrow's going to come through as well. Not really doing much. And they're just going to... Oh, no, Mighty dodges out the ultimate. He's alive. Thompson gets out. How is he doing it? This is a magical game from him.
Oh, Saxa came in clutch with that arrow that landed on the Earth Spirit too. So that really helped a lot. Allowed him to have enough time to get that Astral Step off.
Down to the bottom get lane. They've got the duel coming out. It'll be another win for Seb. But unfortunately, a lot of damage now coming down onto him. No-Tail gonna connect up. Try and heal him and get him out. Needs the last 5 seconds. Not gonna do so. Seb's gonna die. Meanwhile, mid one needs to leave. He doesn't have an ultimate anymore. He's got another shock in 2 seconds. Tiger, Boxy, Koifer, and Astania all giving chase, but with a Moonlight Shadow. I don't think they have the detection to keep on chasing. Well, they do, but they don't have mana. It's a problem. Only 90 left on Tiger, so they will have to give up this chase once more. They did get Seb, but at the same time, that's another duel win for Seb. He's up to 30 damage now, 12 minutes into the game, and Thompson is just getting everything he wants and more from the map. So they really need to tighten things up here on Team Liquid and stop hemorrhaging away all these kills.
It's really difficult, though, to do so, because 1, you need a lot of items, and 2, you don't have a lot of disables to be able to fight back these OG heroes. You got a Frostbite, then you got what, like a Rolling Boulder, bottom, Boxy. He's constantly catching up, and always under the threat of this Legion Commander duel. Ooh, barely gets away.
Only she had an Aether Lens.
Very close. Yeah, Aether Lens Legion Commander. Please.
That's a no. Notail going to link up with mid one, help him farm up a little bit. He's going for this Battle Fury on the Ursa, so, you know, does want to be the carry eventually, but realizing he's going to need that item to help him catch up in this game. Well, that said, he's
good
on all the heroes on the side of Team Liquid now, so
exactly
what's happening in this match.
And why is it that? Because of all the space.
Ooh. Odie's being jumped here. Tiger's going to dive into his rescue, get the silence. Is it going to be enough, though? I don't think it is. Wicket's going to get dropped by the Dissimulate from Thompson, and Thompson's looking for more. As Sane is going to be the next target. He gets cut down by the double damage. Meanwhile, Seb trying to look for a target. Wants to try and find the duel, as Io's even going to relocate himself out. Gets Thompson out of there. He was on the Magnetize, but he keeps him alive. Though, unfortunately, mid one might not be so lucky, but the Magnetize actually going to get out. He's fine. He's absolutely peachy. OG just continue. They defend the area where the Io's coming up, not willing to give any kills the way of Team Liquid. And that's going to mean a middle tower likely going the way of OG here.
this game is just slipping out of Liquid's hands. Like, they were the ones who were supposed to be getting ahead early. They're the ones who are supposed to be grouping up as 5 and running OG down at this stage in the game, but it's not happening. They're just constantly playing catch up, and they're not close to any items that can turn the tides of this game right now.
Crazy match here. I mean, you know, this is OG at their best. When they have this tempo, when they have this momentum, and they're allowed to play these heroes with lots of spells, then you feel like you can't play into them anymore. The aggression, the presence on the map is just really hard for them. And then they go with them on Moonlight Shadow. They don't have detection here. Bo3's just going to get dueled up. In comes the Blade Mail, and comes the Dual Arrow to follow up as well. But there is a swift response from Team Liquid. He's not going to go down inside the duel. Maybe he'll go down afterwards. So Bo3 getting a decent amount of damage off in the process, but still will fall. But Topson's going to die in response. A pretty good trade, all things considered, to the side of Team Liquid as they get the return kill onto the Void Spirit.
Not bad. That's probably the best trade Liquid has got in what, like the last 7 minutes or so. Like a Timber for the Void. The Void is the strongest hero. When he's off the map, I think Liquid are feeling way more comfortable to just go out and push out the lanes. Topson has been an absolute menace in this game, just constantly hunting every time his spells are back up or he has some kind of a power rune. That being said, though, mid one is getting to a point where he's also going to be an insanely big threat in this game.
And Toxin and Sax, the moment he's back, they're already looking for more as they move forward.
Relocate bottom, I'm mid.
Trying to connect with the taunt, doesn't quite come through as Ursa gets on top of Tiger, but unfortunately relocate. It's not going to result in much here, actually. They get themselves away, none of the spells connect, and they will just leave.
Yeah, really need that Aether Remnant to go on them.
He's looking for the reload, he's actually going to find it. He did some serious scouting in the trees, but does actually get on top of No Tail, and IO is going to fall.
That's a good catch.
Yeah, a bit of support on support action. Like a bit of that. Sending a message.
It's like Liquid constantly having to sit behind heroes and wait for them to get gone on to make these counterplays, where OG are like constantly farming but also killing at the same time whenever they see that Liquid are outnumbered. If they can kill Topson here, that's huge. Manta, okay.
No,
the bottle,
illusion
the illusion. Yeah, I mean like Manta split, right? That's what.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. What do you call it? Yeah. The spelling from the illusion. It's like the fast term, man.
I got you. It was the heat of the moment. But talking about the heat of the moment, this also got caught up with the heat inside Roshan's pit, and he comes out with an Aegis of Immortality. That just a cheeky little side note here for OG. No big deal, taking Roshan down at 16 minutes.
That's what Ursa does. IO helps them do that too. Keeps them nice and healthy. A healthy bear gonna kill Roshan quite easily.
What he does best, and yeah, the problems just keep on heaping up the side of Team Liquid, but you know, they're keeping together, they're kind of playing within an arm's reach of each other, although I say that Mickey is a little bit out beyond his team, and of course OG already trying to scan him out, trying to get on top of him, and just trying to punish him for daring to leave the safety of his 5-man squad.
Ooh, they saw this. They saw it. There was a mid ward that actually spotted out a hero or two of Liquid getting smoked, and now they just get out of top.
Oh, the sentry! Oh, the sentry from Insania. Look at that. That's ridiculous. He's going to watch the replay, and he's going to feel
very
sad
unfortunate
about that.
Yeah. Indeed. OG just gonna wait till Liquid show up after the smoke, and then they're gonna start hunting once again. Seb is going in. He's got Blink, Blade Mail.
Looking, they get on top of Koikfa so damn quickly. That Blink dagger comes in. They will bring down the Visage. See you later, birdie. And we're flying today.
Seb soon level 12 as well. He's gonna be a humongous core in this game. He's gonna have so much damage because his teammates can help him kill during the duel very easily. So next thing for OG now, they're just going to play up here. They're going to play up here. Don't let Liquid farm. Try to take a tier 2. Get the outpost before 20 minutes if possible. But more importantly, they're just looking for kills. Like, that's the one thing OG just want. Kills. So if Liquid just dish this tower, they're just going to take it. If not, you're dead.
Pretty simple, but in the mid lane, they jump deep into Mickey and get Insania as a little cherry on that cake as well. 2 heroes going down. OG, this pressure is just ridiculous. There is nowhere where Liquid feels safe currently.
There's none. And that's an outpost opened up now. Liquid are going to lose that little bit of XP as well that they would get from the outpost. This is looking terrible. Like, I'm trying to find the angle where Liquid can actually, you know, get something that will allow them to mount a comeback. What's OD? I mean, Axe, OD just finished Axe, but is that really like a game-changing item? It's not. It's not.
I wish it was, but I don't know. I haven't really seen OG playing much recently, so we'll see what he can do with it. I mean, Astral Imprisonment is a really value spell this game. That is true. Like, saving people from Ursa, saving people from the duel, it is a pretty big deal. But he needs to be the one away from the fights. And also, you got to consider the fact that this Void Spirit has an Axe, so that's a huge issue. He's just going to get silenced up, and then it doesn't matter how many charges you get on Astral Imprisonment if you're silenced. Once more, they're jumping in. They're trying to make the play onto Saxa here. They need to bring him down real damn quick, because there's a response coming in quickly from the side of OG. In fact, they're going to go straight into the backlines. A double banishment coming out from the OD to try and keep Insania alive. Insania, in fact, going to go for the freezing field. It's pretty damn nice. It's doing a decent amount of work. Void Spirit's going to lose his life because of this. Quakeforce falls at the same time. Meanwhile, Legion Commander, she's getting jumped on by Bo3. Ro's going to cut it. Oh, it's not. She's gone. See you later, Legion. She gets TP'd out by No-Tail. What an amazing save from the IO. And it looks like they're only going to lose maybe mid-1 as well. Let's see, they're still playing around with this. But Zed's actually TP'd across the middle tower to help out the Ursa. In comes No-Tail flying on from the side, and all of a sudden the tables are turning. Bo3 needs to leave. Another duel coming down. They get the big one, but the kick away from Tiger keeps him safe. And now Bo3 moves through the fight, brings down Seb instead. Mickey is actually the one who wins the duel, and now they look to take revenge. They get on top of this Mirana. Mirana gets brought down mid-1 with a BKB. Will be able to finish off Insania, but now he's in some trouble. He's just going to have to TP himself away. Should complete that one, but No-Tail, he's going to try and get a tether across the range creep, but perfectly predicted by Tiger. And now he gets himself in, kicking into the clutches of Bo3, and that is going to be a big, big fight for the side of Team Liquid as they bring down 4 there, as they killed off Thompson earlier. And he just comes wandering into the middle lane. He's pretty nonchalant.
Oh no, Thompson.
Well, he's playing around. He's playing around. He's
wow.
playing around here. He's going to get himself a kill from this. Thompson, what was that?
I mean, he made the trade. I'm not sure if that trade was worth it. I think Liquid are going to be happy with it. But then again, like, Liquid thought he was just going to die. Like, there was no way that they were going to kill Mickey. So, I guess in that sense, like, he messed up first, but then he still managed to get a kill in the end. It's okay. So, going back to this Aghanim, it's like, it actually did work in that last fight. Like, they managed to get on top of this Void, kill him, you know, use some of the Astrals defensively, buy time, bait out OG. OG decided to fight without Thompson, and I think that was their biggest mistake. Like, without Thompson, you're so much weaker on the side of OG. Like, he's your big damage dealing playmaker even till now. I know Legion feels good with his Blade Mail and the Blink Dagger, but they still need to have some discipline. Like, if you get a hero picked off like that, you just gotta reset and go again later.
Go again later. Yeah, exactly what needs to be done, I imagine. It's exactly what OG tend to do. Nothing about their gameplay so far has really suggested that they're going to be stopping this aggression. Although we have had a slight lull in things. They've been respawning, hitting some item timings. So looks like he's heading towards this BKB. Mid-1 already has his and is going in towards Basher. And now in comes the smoke. Thompson, Seb, Saxa, looking for the movements. Meanwhile, they've got that reload available on the teddy bear, so he can be here whenever he wants. Oh, Tiger with the smoke pop. They don't know where he's here. They don't know he's here at all. He's in a perfect position to completely unravel OG's plan. As Thompson does get on top of this OD, gets him caught up inside that taunt, but his team is not coming in to help him out. Now, mid-1 and No-Tail gonna get on top here as they will relocate themselves forward, trying to cut somebody off. That didn't really work though. And now it gets a little bit awkward. They're trying to move across towards Tiger. Tiger will fall, but he gets off a big magnetize in the process. He's actually gonna buy back into this one and try and take this fight. Liquid, they're here to stay. Meanwhile, Tiger comes back from the dead, trying to play around with mid-1. Could be in some trouble straight off the bat though. 5 Fury Stripes already on him. He needs to stay away. Then when the BKB looking for some targets here, looking to do a bit of disruption. They'll get on top of the OD. That's a big target. He is dead for 50. Mid-1 moving across. Look at Bo3 as he takes down Seb. Bo3 in some trouble as well, moving across the creep wave. He's got himself the Timber Chain available in just 1 second. Goes back in, blows up mid-1. He turns it around. He's going to lose his whole life here to Thompson and Saxa, but they might be able to turn around and get a kill into the Void Spirit. He does get out that taunt onto Tiger, stopping the lockdown from coming through onto him. Can he finish the job? He's not going to even be able to bring down Tiger. He will get him with the urn, but dying for that is nowhere near worth it. OG once again end up narrowly losing the fight, but these fights are so damn close. every single little micro play coming into play here as these two Titans battle it out in these awesome team fights.
Yeah, that started so good for Liquid because Taiga was on the hill watching the whole fight, giving information and positioning of all of OG's heroes. OG, they had a very clear plan. They want Mickey. That's the only target they're actually looking for. And Mickey did such a good job at just constantly ashling his opponents, kiting away, kiting until the time that he can actually attack. But OG, you know, they were very patient. They waited him out. They got the kill on him first, but it still wasn't enough. I think they just got kited for too long. Liquid, especially the Timber Cell, was able to dish out so much damage in that last engagement.
Yeah, Bo3's finding some real value in these engagements. These whirling deaths onto Legion are just completely tearing her apart. I as well, so I'm enjoying them a whole lot.
Yeah,
Really
Koikva as well. Like, OG's not focusing Koikva anymore, right? Like, there's no point to focus this Visage if the Outworld Devourer is still alive. So he's able to get so many soul assumptions out in these engagements. Once he's level 15, I wonder what he's going to go for, but I do assume like this hits 2 target soul assumption is probably going to be the play. And it's starting to look like Liquid's teamfight is really coming together now.
Yeah, and the impressive thing here is that this OD has foregone the Force Staff and instead just went for this Axe, which I mean is working out decently enough for them, but he's still able to kite. That's like just due to his positioning, due to Tiger kicking him around the fight sometimes, he's still able to kite, and even Insanely going for this drums, which I think he's been doing quite a lot in this Crystal Maiden recently, just to give them that extra bit of movement speed, get themselves keep themselves away from mid one.
They got a lot of things that kind of slow OG down, right? Like 2 Astral Imprisonments, that's already huge. Then you got this level 4 Frostbite from Crystal Maiden that he scaled up really early. It's making it extremely annoying for Thompson to just be able to maneuver around as well. So the combination of all these skills is just making it very difficult for OG to find the angle and like commit to this big OD kill, who will save others if they don't kill him first.
Now, OG were looking for something here. They use that Moonlight Shadow, invade into the enemy jungle. Liquid, though, just move across as 5. Move as a pack into the enemy, into the other side of the map, just keeping their distance. It's still 13k gold advantage on the side of OG. This game is by no means equal. But honestly, like, Liquid, they're fighting as if it is. It's all about this Roshan, actually, as mid one's already taken it, in fact, so...
Yeah. Mid one is really big now. He's got that Basher as well.
Immediately going in with a duel in the mid lane onto Bo3, but Liquid are looking to respond to this one. They want to see if they can bring down Seb in the time it takes for the team to get over, but Seb gets off the BKB, gets the big heals from No Tail, and he's going to be absolutely fine. Meanwhile, they'll look across, they'll finish the job onto Tiger as the Esper. It's going to be the first one to fall Thompson, though. Dies the big ultimate from Mickey and Insania. They get the response, and they're actually the ones who hold the ground here and force back OG. They're just going to throw in a couple of spells, but no big commitment from him as he now chases forwards. Arrow's going to whiff, doesn't quite land onto anybody. Liquid, they are not just really, like, backing away too easily. They're holding their ground. They're making OG fight for every inch of this map.
Yeah, they were getting the Roshan kill, and Seb really want to just pin Liquid down so they don't get away as soon as that Roshan sign comes out that, hey, it's dead. So maybe jump in the gun just a little too quickly. If you waited a second more, I think Ursa would have been there to be able to do damage within that dual duration, and that fight would have looked so much more different for OG. But instead, they're going to trade Thompson again. He's got 6 deaths now.
Seb does
they got a freebie.
Duel. Ooh, okay. Creative blink, but he manages to get him, and that's all that matters. They'll be able to bring down this Visage. And that is a nice kill. And a little bit more damage in the tank for Seb.
Yeah. This is the first time Liquid actually broke their formation in the last, 6 minutes or so? They were pretty much grouped up as 5, and now, like, Koikva went on his own. He's dead. This is going to give a huge opening for OG now. 4 versus 5 on the map.
Oh, Bo3, sweet little Bo3. He's been found once more. Yeah, Liquid, they break formation and OG break them. Why have they started breaking up the formation then? Is it to try and be more efficient on the map?
No, I think the communication was, hey, they have ages. Let's just try to avoid them. Like, avoid a fight. But in people's minds, when you hear that, it means like, okay, let's split push, you know, let's try to like make them split up and whatever. But in reality, it's actually a lot better if they did group up together and like try to bait OG into them instead and make OG fight into unfavorable situations. So I think Koikva, he just wanted to split push, try to buy some time. Like that was his natural reaction to maybe the call, and Liquid now losing out on a lot of map control.
They are indeed feeling the noose of OG tighten around their necks. They need to do something. They need to make some kind of play, but with this Aegis up, it's very, very difficult. What are the timings on Liquid? When do they make their move?
They got some pretty key items coming up, right? OD with the Hex, Halberd on Timber. It's something, right? I think right now though it's just OG's game. Like OG is gonna be controlling up this map. They're the ones who are gonna have to make some mistakes in some initiations, and Liquid are just gonna look to punish at the moment. I don't think Liquid is gonna make any plays themselves. They don't actually have enough disables to be able to do it.
Walking up the high ground, saying hello to Bo3, but immediately going to get frostbitten up by Insania. But he's got that Abyssal Blade. He's going to throw it down onto the Timbersaw. Tiger's going to come across, try and help him out, but the yours comes down onto the Timbersaw, but it's not going to be enough to save Tiger at the very least. And now they're just going to instantly kill off Insania. Nice ulti. He tried for it, and now the duel comes down onto Bo3. He will fall as well. Mickey's going to delay the inevitable with the Astral, so I don't think there's anything they can do as Bo3 comes back to life. Nice to chain down to low ground. Thompson's actually looking across to the OD. He gets out the taunt. He's in some trouble, and he is going to storm. Meanwhile, Bo3 jumping across. Thompson's on his tail, though, getting on top of him to simulate across. As in comes Yersa, he is disarmed, so no bashes for you, but just trying to stay on top of his Timbersaw. Trying to limp back to his fountain, so instead I'll look towards Koikfer, and Koikfer is going to be able to drop here as the Abyssal Blade comes through again. OG find another 4 heroes dead on the side of Liquid, and now they look to take this all-important tier 3 tower.
It's looking like a Rax as well. They have so much physical damage. They got that Solar Crest on Mirana.
Just a little bit too hot for Liquid to handle currently. One more fight in them for the side ground, I believe. Oh no, Insania's getting jumped immediately. Arrow's going to connect as well. Bye. 50 seconds in the grave for Insania. Oh no, Liquid, they couldn't afford to lose a hero there. This means this lane of Barracks is most certainly going to go the way of OG. They can't take bottom. There is a tier 2. Liquid do have a chance to take one more engagement. All the megas come through. Bo3 actually finding Seb here. Seb has a BKB though. He's going to go for the duel. He goes for the duel to Tiger, the madman. This might actually pay off. Tinson's going to come through as well, but in comes that all-important Astral from the OD, keeping him safe a little bit longer, but Tiger will fall regardless, but he's going to buy back into this one. Meanwhile, they want an hotel, just trying to get themselves away. Magnetized on top of them, but Bo3 is chasing. He's got the Yules available just about now. Is he going to throw it down? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't want to throw it down onto Tiger. He knows they can't kill and lead themselves into another bad fight. So Liquid are just going to accept the reset, accept this Aegis is now gone. Maybe they can just find one perfect fight, but that is the only thing that's going to save them now. The perfect fight.
They're going to need 3 perfect fights. To be fair, they're gonna need 1 perfect fight. That's gonna allow them to stay in the game to get another perfect fight, and then they're gonna need 1 more after that to be able to have like enough items to combat OG just head on and make the aggressive moves themselves. Because right now, Liquid, the only way they're winning is when OG are making mistakes, right? When OG decides to take unfavorable fights for them, and then Liquid is just like, okay. Oh, there's an arrow. Not going to continue on with this, though.
Moving on to Insania up in the top lane, and Thompson's just going to slice him up good and proper. Poor old Insania gets his eggs whites whisked by Thompson up here in the top lane. No mercy. Sports.
Yep. OG are just... This is time. This is the victory lap right here for them. They're just going to go bottom, take the tower, get Liquid out of the base maybe. They don't have an Aegis anymore though on OG, so they might play a little bit more cautious until the Roshan spawns, or if they get a kill top. Okay, no cautious at all.
They just go onto the high ground and put the BKB on. Okay, it's under the tier 4. That doesn't look cautious to me. They could take down Mickey. Mickey buying back immediately. Tiger though, he doesn't have buyback if he dies to mid one, which he certainly will. The tower's doing a decent amount of work though, and that's at least going to force back the Ursa for now, but I don't think they're staying out of the space for very long. With the Earth Spirit dead for 63 seconds, the doors of the base are wide open for OG. All they need to do is take this tier 2, and then they can go for that final lane of Barracks. Liquid, can they defend? What is their victory condition for these team fights? What can they possibly do to somehow come out on top?
Right, they need Thompson to go in like a maniac and then try to kill him, like how they've been doing in the other engagements. That's how they won those other fights, right? They get rid of Thompson first. The only difference though now is that Thompson has a BKB, a 10-second BKB.
He does.
So this Frostbite, not a problem. The silence from Earth Spirit, not a problem for him anymore.
Arrow's going to connect onto Insania, but Mickey is there with the save with the Astral. Going to use one onto top soon as well, but the duel's going to come down onto Bo3 as all of a sudden OG just appear on top of their faces. Bo3 has gone 53 seconds, and that is not buyback available time for this Timber as they find Insania in the trees as well. You cannot run, you cannot hide, OG will find you. They bring down the Crystal Maiden. Top lane finished up. They're taking a long time to push down this bottom tier too, but it kind of feels like OG are just kind of enjoying themselves at this point. They're playing with their food a bit.
Sending a message. Yep. Nah, they're just playing out the game. Like, tier 2 tower is still a live bottom, right? And No-Tail's like, guys, come on, let's go end the game. I need a core. And they're like, all right, we're on the way. Take to tier 2, walk up to the high ground, just get the megas. The tier 4s are so hard to kill because of like glyph and you know how much damage they do. But yeah, they're just going to go for the tier 3 bottom. It's easier to take team fights around here as well for OG. This is Liquid's last hurrah. They're gonna go for it.
Final stand starts here, folks. Will Liquid be able to do it against all odds? It seems unlikely, but this team's capable of magic. Let's see. One just backing away at that tower now, looking over towards the Timbersaw. Timbersaw losing his life very quickly. There needs to be some sort of save. Quick, we're going to pop BKB and try and help him out here. They are keeping him alive for a little bit, but now the Abyssal Blade comes onto the real target, and Nick is just going to die. No chance of responding, no chance of doing anything. Insania will go out with a bang, but they will go out, and game number 2 will belong to OG. And that was convincing. 39k gold advantage at 35 minutes into the game. 40 kills on the board, over a kill per minute. OG, they play to their strengths, and it works out perfectly for them.
I mean, this is so much more of a cohesive IO lineup that they built on the side of OG, right? And on Liquid,